Thanks for coming back. David Schwartz and I are going to talk about zero payments. We are going to talk about ISO. We're going to talk about some money coming in from institutions, and institutions are ready to play. It's about $27 trillion, and it's sitting in banks all over the world. I also have a lot more. Let's watch this video now, guys. This is David Schwartz. The world will be different if making payments costs nothing. Now, let me play this. That is a given, no matter what it is. The shipping container caused a revolution in the way things were delivered physically, which changed globalization and began it. When the internet came along, it changed the way we get knowledge. We don't know what the TCP/IP of money is, though. In what way does the shipping crate hold value? That is something we don't know yet. Still, there will be one, that is for sure. Things will change because of that. I also want to say that one of the changes I see coming and think is important is that fees will get smaller. I think a lot of you here have jobs and get paid every 2 weeks or every 2 months. So why is that? Most likely you pay your bills every month. So why is that? It's because payments are hard to use and cost a lot. These payments could happen more often, though, if they were easy and cheap. While you work, money could come at you all the time. You could send rent money to your owner on a regular basis. I'll be honest, those sound stupid. Yes, they are. Like if we were talking about email in the late 1990s, and you asked me what are people going to use email for, I would tell you, I probably couldn't have come up with better examples. Everyone here has a cell phone, probably has email on it, and probably has hundreds of messages that don't look anything like mail or messages from the late 1990s. I couldn't have seen any of that coming. In 2000, if you had asked me if the internet had enough speed, I would have said, yes, it does. Could I have thought of Netflix and film on demand? That makes no sense, right? Like the price of internet is too high for that. But because of the internet, data is now free, and things will be different if the cost of payments goes away. I'm going to talk about some of the ways I think that will change and what that means. So to sum up quickly, he's saying that there is a business building on the XRP system that wants to make payments for free, right? They will be able to do this by arbitraging RLUSD. Whether it goes up or down, they will be able to make money that way. It sounds like the difference between the two. It's not clear to me how it works. I'm still waiting to find out more about that. I'll let you know when I get that. But think about people who bring food or work from 9 to 5 and live from paycheck to paycheck, right? And things are pretty tight, right? Things cost a lot. You buy food and maybe have kids, right? And it makes you feel stressed. What would happen in your life if you could get paid every day? Would that make things better for you? Yes. I think it would make a huge difference in how people can live their lives every day. I know people who go to places that offer high interest loans and get stuck because they need the money to buy food for their family. I believe that getting paid every day would make the world 1,000 times better. Also, I'm excited to see if that does happen. Okay, Matthew Link in New York says that XRP is used at SEC Sunshine Act talks. The SEC are the Securities and Exchange Commission. Thursday, February 27th at 2 p.m., most of the conversations are about XRP. So he put these two things up. I'll start the second part now. For some reason, I think he does talk about XRP and the SIBO in the X exchange. There's a lot of talk about XRP in this meeting, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get the okay we need. The SEC should give up on the case. They did it to Coinbase. We need to beat Ripple. That means we can fly as high as we damn well want. Please excuse the words. I was getting excited. Okay, Smoke Dog says, watch this video. And these papers to politely show that ISO 202 does have something to do with XRP. Some people online have been told wrong things by CryptoErie about this. We should just talk about ISO in an open way. It's not really related to XRP. But ISO 200.22 is... it's a normal way to send messages, okay? In that case, you will be able to use XRP. There are a lot of different standards that banks use around the world right now. There are 3 or 4 really big ones. They want everyone to follow the same rules. That way, there's no doubt it's simpler to send that amount. With this new value, you might be able to give money. I believe it is Pegasotani, so please let me have it. That looks like the person it is. Okay, I'll call her out. She can tell us a little more about this. Okay, Pegasict. I love it. I love this place. You can use the method or the high care. The rules for making payments today are very different in each country. So there is a different set of rules to follow if you are using the SWIFT system or TIPS in Europe or Fed in the US. The amount of data you can send and the quality of that info are also very limited. You end up with a bunch of closed networks that can't talk to each other and data that isn't organized and is hard to understand. This means that a lot of work has to be done by hand, which leads to a really bad payment experience. These issues will be fixed by ISO 200.22. Okay. As of 2002, ISO 200.2.2 is the world standard for exchanging financial data. This lets different systems work together so payments can be processed quickly and large amounts of data can be sent easily. Because it's open and flexible, it will also make competition stronger. Ripple has always been in line with ISO 200.2.2. Our company has always known that this is the way payments should go because it's better for everyone. We were one of the first to see this. We also became a member of the standard group to help shape payments in the future. To add to what you said about security, Ripple is also very dedicated to the greatest levels of safety, privacy, and security. And the fact that we have our SOC 2 approval is proof of this. People who don't know much about SOC 2 should know that SOC 2 studies are very useful for learning about a company's security. That way, all of their buyers and users can trust the service. This means that everyone who uses Ripple's solution knows that we follow the most up-to-date privacy and security rules. I want to quickly touch on this, right? When it comes to Ripple or Medico, for example, it is the case that these two businesses have the best technology for blockchain infrastructure and digital asset infrastructure. Okay, the XRP ledger is what Ripple put all of their banking technology on top of. They use XRP in many ways. You can use a Ripple for some things that don't need XRP, but most payouts do. Also, Medico has great infrastructure for banks to store money, which is the other side. That kind of thing, like digital goods or tokenized value, Ripple and Medico are without a doubt the first companies that institutions and central banks think of when they want to work with one of these firms. The most important thing is to be on a list. You have a chance to hit the ball. If you've ever worked in sales or a similar job, you know that it's your job to close a customer. But it's very hard to do business with someone if you can't even get them on the phone or in person. Since Ripple is already on these lists, it will be much more likely that they will work with more and more companies and central banks. That was really hot. Along the same lines, we also got our SOC 2 Type 2 report. Not only do we have rules and procedures in place around several factors linked to the system's security and availability, as well as the fact that we've been doing this regularly for a while. Oh man, I'd love to talk to Pega, to talk to some of these people at Ripple on YouTube. How big do we have to get? 1000000, 1500, 00, and more than 100,000 people watch each video. Guys, let me know what we need to do in the comments. If you've watched this far and still don't like the movie, just click the button, please. I love you. Thanks. This old clip is also here. My name is James Wallace. It says that XRP will connect all forms of money. These are about local cryptocurrencies like XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. They're not all the same now, do they? Not every one of them is the same. I believe that more environmentally friendly solutions are becoming more and more popular in the business world right now. There is no mining proof of work or proof of stake with the XRP system or XRP. That is the cost of computing. Validating transactions is almost free. Very cheap and very stable in terms of price. Stablecoins are not all the same, though. There is a huge range from algorithmic stablecoins, we all remember the terror story from a few weeks ago, to stablecoins issued by regulated entities. I can't say the names of the projects yet, but they're both stablecoins. One is being built in the UK and one is being built in the US. Stablecoins will be issued by controlled banks, and the reserves will probably be kept at a central bank. As long as you talk, it must be interesting, right? It's true that Ripple works with banks that are making their own safe coins. This is something we talk about a lot on this show. You do know that Ripple's stablecoin system can be used by other companies too, right? You have a bank already. The bank is gone from my mind. It looks like BB something. I'm truly sorry.